I became insane, with long intervals of horrible sanity. All that we see or seem is but a dream within a dream. We loved with a love that was more than love. Those who dream by day are cognizant of many things which escape those who dream only by night. I have great faith in fools, self-confidence my friends will call it. I was never really insane except upon occasions when my heart was touched. There is no exquisite beauty without some strangeness in the proportion. Believe nothing you hear, and only one half that you see. Years of love have been forgot in the hatred of a minute. Words have no power to impress the mind without the exquisite horror of their reality. All religion, my friend, is simply evolved out of fraud, fear, greed, imagination, and poetry. If you wish to forget anything on the spot, make a note that this thing is to be remembered. It is by no means an irrational fancy that, in a future existence, we shall look upon what we think our present existence as a dream. Beauty of whatever kind, in its supreme development, invariably excites the sensitive soul to tears. Deep into that darkness peering, long I stood there, wondering, fearing, doubting, dreaming dreams no mortal ever dared to dream before. The death of a beautiful woman is, unquestionably, the most poetical topic in the world. Science has not yet taught us if madness is or is not the sublimity of the intelligence. I would define, in brief, the poetry of words as the rhythmical creation of beauty. That which you mistake for madness is but an overacuteness of the senses. The boundaries which divide life from death are at best shadowy and vague. Who shall say where the one ends and where the other begins? There are chords in the hearts of the most reckless which cannot be touched without emotion. Men have called me mad, but the question is not yet settled, whether madness is or is not the loftiest intelligence. A short story must have a single mood and every sentence must build towards it. Even with the utterly lost, to whom life and death are equally jests, there are matters of which no jest can be made. A man's grammar, like Caesar's wife, should not only be pure, but above suspicion of impurity. In criticism, I will be bold, and as sternly, absolutely just with friend and foe. From this purpose nothing shall turn me. The rain came down upon my head, unsheltered, and the wind rendered me mad and deaf and blind. The idea of God, infinity, or spirit stands for the possible attempt at an impossible conception. We gave the future to the winds, and slumbered tranquilly in the present, weaving the dull world around us into dreams. I was never kinder to the old man than during the whole week before I killed him. Where the good and the bad and the worst and the best have gone to their eternal rest. When a madman appears thoroughly sane, indeed, it is high time to put him in a straitjacket. Either the memory of past bliss is the anguish of today, or the agonies which have their origins in ecstasies which might have been. Imperceptibly the love of these discords grew upon me as my love of music grew stronger. The depth lies in the valleys where we seek her, and not upon the mountain tops where she is found. I call to mind flatness and dampness, and then all is madness, the madness of a memory which busies itself among forbidden things. I am above the weakness of seeking to establish a sequence of cause and effect between the disaster and the atrocity. Even for those to whom life and death are equal jests, there are some things that are still held in respect. To vilify a great man is the readiest way in which a little man can himself attain greatness. It is impossible to say how first the idea entered my brain, but once conceived, it haunted me day and night. We had always dwelled together, beneath a tropical sun, in the valley of the many-colored grass. Marking a book is literally an experience of your differences or agreements with the author. It is the highest respect you can pay him.